This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about Meghan Markle and Harry's book, Finding Freedom. Now, when I first got into this case here, if you could call it that, this drama, whatever it is, I knew that part of the reason they were getting some attention was because of their court case versus the Mail about this book, Finding Freedom, and I thought they had a large fan base. I thought they had millions of people waiting to grab this thing up. I thought the royals, had part of the market on lockdown or something like that. So they were suing. It was a big deal. And it turns out the book's already on sale. They say it became a bestseller pretty quickly, but if you guys notice, there's a lot of bestsellers these days. And what I'm thinking is the word bestseller doesn't necessarily mean number one. It means within a group of best sellers. I guess if it doesn't specifically say number one seller, they can do that. Because something that is in the group of the best can still be considered a best seller. So I think when you see a book that people are like, yeah, this ain't so good, I don't know, didn't sell so much, then someone's like, yes it did, it's a bestseller, quote unquote. I think a lot of these people are using that bestseller as a way to, pump it up. Or maybe it's like a very short period of time. Maybe it had a spike, it was a bestseller for like 3 days and then it shot back down or something like that. So I heard this thing sold 30,000 copies in its first day, which isn't like incredible, but okay. And maybe like for that day or the next day or two it was a bestseller. They say, why did Amazon slash the price of the Prince Harry Meghan book Finding Freedom before it was even released? And some people give the theory on that. Now, of course, the tabloids are going crazy on this thing. The Sun, who we don't like, so I'm not covering their article. The Mail, the Daily Mail themselves, and a few others are really trashing it, and they're really hyping up the fact that it's like at such a low price right now. And you know what? If someone's that popular, their books keep selling. Probably some people brought it up. Some people bought it up, grabbed it up, however you want to say that, because of the news, the hype, see what it's about. They're somewhat interesting figures in the media because this actress married a royal. But after the initial burst, that was it. There's no long-term interest here in these two. Even on this channel here where I started covering them, I was like, alright, this is going to be the next thing that I could keep going with. I mean, not instead of Depp vs. Heard, but I figured, okay, this is another thing that's going to keep building. And it did okay. It did better than some other pop culture stuff. Did a little better than Star Wars stuff, but not really, just here and there. So that shows you that there's just not so much interest in these two. And I would think that Meghan Markle's little attempt at being someone by marrying Harry is going to probably backfire. I mean, you'd think that she was thinking like, well, I'm going to marry Harry, write a book, it's going to be great, it's going to come out, going to make millions, going to get more famous, and then it goes down to like $1.99 on Amazon or something, or on eBay or whatever, in a couple of months. Couple of weeks. I'm not exactly sure, but pretty quickly. Quickly enough for people to, start talking about how fast it declined. And here they are. Once again, Meghan looks a little happier than Harry. She always does in every single picture. Why has Amazon slashed the price of the about-to-be-released book, Finding Freedom? That's right, before they even released it, they slashed the price. Maybe because pre-orders were low. An authorized biography about Harry and Meghan, that would be a sure sign of a lack in demand to pre-purchases leading up to the release in mid-August. Okay, so she said that. Finding Freedom was supposed to be a bestseller, and as someone who pre-orders books on Amazon, this is a bad sign for success of the biography. I read all of Ruth Ware's books, and they are all bestsellers even before they're available for purchase. If Amazon is cutting the price almost 4 weeks before the book is released, they aren't expecting the book to be a runaway bestseller many in the industry expected. I read that wrong, but you guys get the idea. I originally thought this tome would be a hit, but there are a few reasons why it's going to be in bargain bins late autumn, maybe before, and the point is, this thing is in bargain bins. So this guy here says his friend who has a coffee shop that sells books has no orders for it. And usually when you've got like a small business or a small YouTube channel or something like that, you know, the hot items are the ones that are usually keeping you afloat, that usually are getting views, getting orders, things like that. So if this was like one of her hopes for some sales and it's got nothing, well, it looks like their gosh darn book failed. You guys, let me know what you think down below. For a video on a book, got a little bit ranty here, but I had to highlight this. I had to point out that, man, I'm kind of a little disappointed in these two. And you know, I thought these two would just be more interesting. I thought there would be more to this. It seemed like more was going on here, and it looks like Meghan Markle is just out for attention, but she's got no real way to get it. It looks like she's just reaching for that attention. It's not coming. There's nothing there. She's just an average girl that got a few acting roles, and Harry fell for her. It's real simple. Anyway, there might be a divorce down the line, and then maybe some more things will come out. But for now, looks like she's kind of a failure. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Got construction downstairs. Think they're starting now. Good timing, because we're ending. See you next time.